New details surrounding the Illinois State Trooper shot in Springfield. He's still in the hospital, but as you heard, he is recovering. Tonight, we have team coverage on the shooting and the suspect's arrest. Alyssa Patrick will break down the body camera and why he was wanted out of Chicago, that suspect. But first, we start with WAND's Carly Bronkema live in Springfield. Carly, what led up to the shooting? We're also getting a first look at how the suspect, Cristobal Santana, was hunted down and taken into custody by multiple law enforcement agencies. And that's where WAND's Alyssa Patrick comes in. She joins us now live in the studio to break down the shocking dash camera video. Thanks for joining us for WAND News at 6 tonight. An update from Illinois State Police investigating the exchange of gunfire between 37-year-old suspect Cristobal Santana and State Trooper Dakota Chapman Green. WAND's Carly Bronkema joins us live from Springfield now. Carly, how is that trooper's recovery going?
All right, first at 5, a Lincoln man arrested now today on first-degree murder charges.
Police say the investigation into the man's death on Friday led to the arrest of 31-year-old Tyler Richardson. Officers were called to a home in the 1400 block of North Logan Street and found the man unresponsive inside. He was later pronounced dead. Police say a preliminary investigation found the man was in a fight before he died. This is an ongoing investigation. On WAND News at 5, the U.S. is willing to protect U.S. citizens and national interests in the Middle East.
Yeah, that's right, an aircraft carrier.
All right, we're learning new details at 6. Illinois State Police now involved in the investigation into Heinz Funeral Home in Carlinville. The business's license was recently revoked by the state's Financial and Professional Regulations Office. This comes after several complaints about its practices. ISP's Division of Criminal Investigation could not provide more information on the case as the investigation is active and ongoing. The Sangamon County coroner began investigating after a deceased woman had been left in a hospital morgue for almost a month. The coroner's office says it will continue to work with families to return their loved ones to them. We have reaction from people impacted on our website, WANDTV.com. New tonight, Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul has filed a lawsuit against Springfield CWLP. This in regards to the city for allegedly releasing more than 700 tons of fly ash into the environment. The complaint says in August of 2021, CWLP's Dahlman Power Generation Station released the fly ash in both the ground and the air. The lawsuit is based on a referral from the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency. In a statement, the director says the order is a first step in evaluating the incident and work on a long-term solution. We have more on the lawsuit right now at WANDTV.com. A new addition to the Springfield area. Trish and Mary's English Pub is opening today in the Vinegar Hill Mall. Now, this is just the first stage of renovations to that historic building. WAND's Carly Bronkema talked to the building's owners about what other changes are on the way. A preliminary hearing has been set for the man arrested in Tennessee earlier this month for his connection to a murder in Decatur. The hearing for 32-year-old Eric Hardy, who you see there, will happen at 9 a.m. Wednesday, October 18th. Police say Hardy is responsible for the assault and death of 53-year-old Marvin Meyer Jr. on September 1st. Meyer was assaulted in the 1600 block of East Wood Street and succumbed to his injuries at the hospital following surgery. Now on WAND News at 6, the newly implemented Safety Act and other changes by the legislature are starting to have a financial impact on several programs statewide. As WAND's Doug Wolf reports, one of those programs helps children in Macon County. Well, it's officially soup season, in my opinion. I made a big pot of vegetable soup yesterday because it was just so downright frigid, and it stayed that way today.
Yeah, it's that time of the season.
No, it's really not. For that low?
They're not record low temperatures.
Oh my goodness.
So it can get colder. You remember 2019.
Well, I do, but here's the thing. We're all gearing up for trick-or-treating. There's events tonight, tomorrow. These kids are going to have to be bundled up.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
All right, coming up at 5, gals, a special induction today honoring a local community member, why she received such a high honor.
That's right, and the huge hit band a local high school choir got the chance to perform with. Hint, it's a popular late 70s rock band that still gets the blood pumping hot. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
leading to a repeat of last year's low Mississippi River levels. Dawn.
NBC's Courtney Ann Jackson reports that means problems for farmers and eventually us, the consumer. A coffee house can be more than just a space to pick up your morning cup of joe. It's a space to socialize, relax, even work. For the staff members at Brew and Hope Coffee House in Pana, it means a little bit more. The shop is staffed by workers with special needs, allowing them to gain workforce experience. Today, the shop received thousands of dollars in donations from local organizations to keep demonstrating those with mental disabilities and show that they are capable of great things. Not only will the donation from Shelby Electric benefit the coffee shop, but the Autism and Movement Project and Sensory Garden as well. Don't go to sleep yet. Take a look. A deer darted through the halls of a Pennsylvania middle school. It startled students and teachers.
I'm sure the kids were talking about it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Check this out. A security guard got quite the surprise walking through
He's up the top of
a
screen.
hotel kitchen door. Whoa!
Yeah. Thrown by a bear. Took a swipe at that guard, Sean.
See that?
People reported seeing the bear inside the kitchen of a resort in Aspen, Colorado. So the guard, doing his job, went to go check it out. That's when the bear threw a punch. The guard wasn't seriously hurt, but
More of a swipe.
they had to euthanize it.
Uh-oh. Darn it.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like candy. It doesn't taste like corn.
It's so lame, I know.
Tastes like sugar.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Call me old,
right.
but I love it. And we know that 6 people have died from this crash along Interstate 55 in Montgomery County.
Yeah, those first responders saying it was a very emotional scene and purely chaotic. You can tell from the video when something this massive happens. I mean, it's just all hands on deck and just get to the people. And he was saying we were trying to get to them as rapidly as possible, trying to put out those fires as rapidly as possible.
2 semis were on fire at this time, and they talked about just how much dust that they were enduring as well, because it wasn't just the dust was gone; they were still dealing with it.
And
while
they're
they were on scene.
hoping that the wind subsides by 8 p.m. tonight. But again, they said there's going to be many days ahead of investigations.
Okay, and we'll continue to keep you updated through our 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock shows, so be sure to stay with us there. And all these updates, they're going to be online as well. So updates on air, online, be sure to follow us on Facebook as well.
WAND News at 5 starts right after this.
Continue to follow those breaking details for you right now at 5. Multiple people are dead, 30 injured after a nearly 80-car pileup happened on Interstate 55.
Just a shocking scene. It happened just before 11 this morning. Illinois State Police say strong winds and dust from fields blowing across the interstate are to blame. Here is where it's happening at. It's happening at I-55 between Divernon and Farmersville. You can see it there. That's just south of Springfield. WAND Sarah Rucker is live along I-55 and just spoke with police. Sierra, what is the latest? Good afternoon and welcome to WAND News at 4. We are live out here at the Farm Progress Show 2023 at Progress City, USA, 70th anniversary of this. Dawn Sterling along with Alyssa Patrick and of course our farm expert David Brown. We're going to bring you all things farm progress, and there is so much to get to.
It's really shocking how many people were here.
Now back to the straw desk with more news with David, Alyssa, and Dawn.
Straw desk, I like that. Hey, you know what? Everybody and anyone comes out to the Farm Progress Show, including the governor.
That's right. He was actually here talking about this really exciting initiative, talking about mental health with farmers in rural communities. WAND Sierra Rucker is live with more. Sierra?
Coming up, we're going to have a look at all the things you can see. Pens, bags, what else? Shirts.
Well, a bucket is the first thing you want to get.
Yes,
So
swag
then you
bag.
fill the bucket with all your stuff to take home.
We're going to show you next.
What Jim called it, the straw desk? I kind of like that, David. Dawn and Alyssa, how's it going?
Oh my gosh, I know. We're having a great time out there. There is just so much to see. We were talking about it. I think it really would take you days to just see every vendor.
I know, and to the viewer who said I needed a tan, yeah, I think I'm getting one today, for sure. What have you seen out here, Dave, that's maybe different or maybe just memorable?
Well, for me, is people that come up and talk to us about our coverage of agriculture and the impact that this show has